the Honorable Gary R. Herbert, Governor of the great state of Utah, and
Applause
First Lady
greeted many of
Jeanette
Governor Herbert's priorities for Utah legislators laid out in his State of the State address. But it was not smooth sailing on all of his initiatives. The issues dominating the news this past legislative session ranged from civil rights concerns to pocketbook issues. Observers called enactment of the Anti-Discrimination and Religious Liberty Bill historic. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and LGBT community both supported the bill's passage. SB 296 protects people from getting fired or kicked out of their homes because of their sexual orientation or gender identity. But it does exempt churches and other faith-based organizations. The governor emphasized his dislike of the Affordable Care Act and says Utah has to
make some kind of lemonade out of the lemons that we've been given.
He proposed his Healthy Utah plan as an alternative to expanding Medicaid. The plan failed to pass, but a proposal by House Majority Leader Jim Dunnigan did. HCR 112 did not change health care, but made lawmakers commit to find a solution by July 31st of this year.
Education is not all about the money, but it is some about the money.
Schools will see more money coming their way in the new budget. Governor Herbert proposed approximately $500 million in new money for public schools, but the legislature allocated more than that with $510 million. Most funding for education will come from an increase in property taxes, and Utah hasn't seen a rise in those since the 80s. Another tax hike faces Utahns, but the increase is designed to phase in over time. The legislature approved revamping the state's gasoline taxes. A 5-cent a gallon increase goes into effect in the near term. But as gas prices rise, so will the gas tax, although there is a cap on how high it can go. The legislature and the governor have plenty of work to do this summer to resolve the Medicaid expansion problem that they could not solve in the regular session. And the governor has some decisions to make on unsigned legislation from among the 528 of 831 bills passed during the 45-day session. Katie Ryan, Ask 11.